Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zipporah, the Lux Angel, and today I am back with another tarot card reading. Please remember that these readings are timeless, general, and for entertainment purposes only. That means only listen to what directly applies to your personal situation. Leave the rest for someone else. And by all means, please contact licensed professionals and or the proper authorities regarding any mental, medical, legal, or financial emergencies and or crises. That being said, Cancer, let us begin. First things first, the handbag of the day is my beautiful Louis Vuitton Boulogne, and she will serve as the vision board inspiration for all you abundance manifestors out there. If you'd like to see me styling my luxury capsule collection, you can check out the series I have here on YouTube called Battle of the Bags. All right, let us begin. I'm going to start by choosing a deck for your reading, Cancer. Which one of these? Let's see. It's between these two. I'm going to go with this one. All right, Cancer. We are going to begin with the Llewellyn Tarot. And I am going to shuffle. If you don't want to stay through the shuffling, I'll have the timestamp listed in the description box for you below. All right. Please and thank you, Spirit. What messages do we have for Cancer energies? Okay, Cancer energies. Thank you, spirits. Cancer energies. Thank you, spirits. Cancer energies. Thank you, spirits. Cancer energies. Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right. Let us begin. Ooh, we're starting off with the 10 of Cups. That's beautiful energy to begin with. So if you're feeling like this, or well, this is good energy to begin with. We're gonna get some more with this 10 of Cups, but this is bliss. This is peaceful and harmonious relationships, family life, just ultimate happiness. Okay, emotional security, stability, also trust. Let's see here. Oh, with the Ace of Cups, Cancer. Oh my gosh. And I said trust. This could be a renewal to a family. Like if you have a home, like if you have a family, this is like you and your partner rekindling your romance. It could be both of y'all going maybe to couples therapy, maybe even family therapy and healing. But really healing a family situation is what I'm really seeing. Reconnecting, getting back to the love that you all share. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh. But now we have the 8 of Cups. So let's see. In order to renew this family, we had to walk away from something. In order to have this health, because that's a lot of times what the Ace of Cups represents, is healing of some sort. In order to have this health and harmony in your family, you went deeper, had to look beyond, look for more, or move on from something. That's what is coming. Right. Look at that, 8 of Swords. Ooh, let me see here. Oh my goodness. Moving on from a situation that had you stuck mentally. So this is where you had things that are weighing on your mind heavily, not knowing what to do. This is an environment where you had your mind just, what they call it is ruminating, where you're just going over and over in your mind about something that happened, or you're fixating on something and you cannot let it go. Oh my goodness. Now this could be two ways. This could be you had to leave a situation that had you in that stuck mindset in order to bring harmony and renewal to your family. Or you brought harmony and renewal to your family and you had to walk away from something, and that has you ruminating currently. But I'm more so seeing where you had to walk away because you were stuck. In order to heal, you had to walk away because your mind was not healthy in that previous environment. It could be with, you know, people who are close to you, because this Eight of Swords is in the 4th house. The Eight of Cups is in the 3rd house. So that is your environment, your immediate environment, siblings, cousins. 4th house, that's your family of origin, your home and roots. And it looks like in order to preserve yourself, you had to walk away from that. Could be your own family or the family that you created. Either way, in order for you to get emotional happiness, healing, and peace, you had to walk away from some situations that just kept you, or some people who kept you in a loop. Like, I don't know if they were gaslighting you, constantly making you stressed and worried, but you had to let it go. We have the 9 of Wands. That's a protection card. Yeah, you had to protect your peace. Maybe even protect your family or your loved ones, children, something like that. We have the Star underneath this Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is it. You needed to do this. You needed to do this, like, okay, like we need oxygen out here. My goodness, but you got it. And now it's like you're protecting your peace, protecting your family. Oh, Cancer. Well, that's good, honestly. I mean, it's sad, whatever you had to walk away from. I mean, I don't see the sadness cards. I do see the walking away and the being stuck. I don't see, you know, 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups. So I'm not sure, you know. It is unfortunate when we have to have endings and things like that. But for this situation, whatever ended must have been, I mean, this is no good. This is like being in prison. This is in prison. And I'm trying to tell you, like, people live in prison every single day and they walk in free because their mind is like this. Something's got their mind all just messed up. It's just like you could be in a waking hell every day and something had you like that and you were able to get away from it. And or, because it's past, present, or future, if you are like this, it's going to take you walking away from the people who have this happening to you. And you'll know who they are. Because every time you think about them, you're like, oh my gosh, the stress, the worry, the whatever. But whatever is causing this, you're going to have to walk away from it if you want some healing and peace, Cancer. We have a Knight of Cups. Okay. We are dedicated to our healing. Yeah, this is where in the Bible where it says seek peace and pursue it. And you took that literally. Okay. You took that literally. You took it personally and was like, if it ain't about my peace, if it ain't about my happiness, then I got to go. That's someone being very, very diligent and persistent about bringing love and balance into their lives and saying, you know what, anything that is not in harmony with it, gotta go. Kudos. Okay. Kudos. Look at that. The World card. If this is not your energy currently, where you're feeling more at peace and your environment is stable and there's trust and love with you and the occupants of your home or whatnot, let this be your wake-up call. Whatever's got you feeling stuck, stagnant, ruminating in a perpetual mental hell. Now, this could also be going to therapy. Okay. Well, go get your therapy. That as well with that Ace of Cups and the Star. Okay. Spirit wants you to take your emotional health seriously. And that starts with the things that are constantly on your mind that you're thinking about, that because this is the 3rd and 4th house. That starts with the things in your environment. It's like you can't get to that place with whatever was in your environment previously. And this is what we need the World card for. But I'm seeing for most of you, this is the present. This is what you guys have already done. Some of you may be afraid to take that leap, but let this be the voice of reason for you. That if you've ever wanted peace and you haven't been able to find it in your environment, it might be your environment that's the problem. You could be making all kinds of changes. Some of y'all could have been changing your diet. You're exercising more. You stop drinking. You stop smoking. And you're like, why am I still mentally stuck, stagnant, whatever? And I'm telling, it may take you leaving an environment behind. We have the Empress. Oh my goodness. Spirit's saying you would have passed the test. So for all of those who are still about to go through this, listen to what I'm about to say to everybody who already did this. Congratulations. Okay, the world card. You have now leveled up to an Empress. Okay, because you have shown that you are willing to do what it takes to preserve the well-being of yourself and the well-being of those you love and who are in your care. That is the role of an Empress. The Empress is a caretaker, a nurturer. She rules an empire, and she does what she has to do in order to maintain the peace and the harmony and the balance in that empire. And if that means walking away from environments or things that don't allow for that peace to be had, that's where the Queen of Swords energy comes in with the four queens. That's when she uses that. And he, she, whatever, this energy, the feminine. That's when that has to take place. And Spirit is saying, because you have showed your diligence, okay, because you have showed the leadership quality of trying to cultivate harmony, balance, and growth, positive growth and nurturing and love into your life, it's like you have passed, if that makes sense. It's almost like, let's say you went into a line of study. I have been doing the coursework to become a lawyer, to become a doctor. Then it's like you went through all the courses and now you are one. This is what Spirit is saying. It's like this is who you are now. You know how, like, if you have a habit, they say it takes like 21 days to break a habit. If you keep doing it constantly for like 21 days or something like that, then you will be able to break it. It's like that. It's like you have dedicated your life so much to maintaining your peace that's who you are now. It's part of your personality. It's part of your character. You know how to rule the energy in your kingdom. Okay, you know how to rule your kingdom, and for you, your mind has to be right and your emotions have to be right. That's what you've realized. If your mind ain't right, your emotions ain't right, you can't take care of nothing. You can't nurture anything. You can't nurture these kids. You can't nurture a loving relationship. You can't even take care of yourself. These are all the things that an Empress is adept at. So you recognize what does not equal this. Okay, like, look at all the green on this card and then look at the little bit of green on that card. Okay, all right. And that green is like holding her, just blindfolding her. Okay, you recognize in order to have all of this, you're gonna need to drop these swords and drop this baggage. Congratulations. Wow. It's like you have preserved your energy and therefore preserved your I want to say status. I guess you could say rank if we're talking about spiritually. That's how people say it. Look at that, with the Queen of Pentacles. With the Queen of Pentacles. That's Empress on Empress. Okay. Wow. Now, and look, this is coming up under the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, the Ace of Cups with this star. So that means you preserved your health. When we have the Queen of Pentacles here, that means your health is in good condition. So if you are concerned about your health or anything, do your due diligence, get your checkups and all that kind of stuff, your screenings and all that kind of stuff. But I'm seeing that this walking away from whatever had you stuck like this is going to preserve your health and your wealth, both. That's what the Pentacles represents. And you got the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. You're preserving both. And also your financial security. But I'm really seeing, just like we said in the beginning of this reading, when I saw this 10 of Cups and this Ace of Cups, this is your home. This is your family. This is like your partner or spouse, if you have one, and your children, if you have any. If you don't have a spouse or a boyfriend, girlfriend, or children, it could be your pets, but if none of that, it would be yourself. You preserved your own physicality, like the harmony within yourself. Okay? But for most of you, for all intents and purposes, this is you finding the balance, and this would be Spirit's message to you if this is what you're hoping for, but you're not necessarily seen it yet. This is Spirit's message to you. None of all the dreams that you have for your family, for a peaceful family, will be realized if you're still mentally exhausted from the people who are draining you. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You might have some goals and wishes and things for your family. And you're trying to protect them and see them through. If you had any stagnation in that, it is because you needed to close out some type of cycle with someone who was holding you back and keeping you stressed. For some of you, it could have been a partner, a romantic partner, who was keeping you stressed, because we have this Knight of Cups and it's in the 7th house, okay, of relationships. So it could have been you had some type of the ex that was draining you, or a partner who's draining you, who's not pouring into you, who is just using you for pleasure, and you needed to close that out. And for most of you, this seems like you've already done that. So even with the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom right now, that's fortunate for you. If you have not yet, it'll be fortunate for you to do that, okay? But that Knight of Cups could be anybody. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner, okay? When the Knight of Cups is representing not just you, but if it's representing someone else, that could be anybody who's coming in to be playful and for the good times and the happy times, but they're leaving you stuck afterwards somehow. They're leaving you mentally stuck somehow. We have a 6 of Pentacles. Exactly. Reciprocity. And if someone's not giving it to you, you need to give it to yourself. And if when you come into people's lives and into their environments, you bring peace and prosperity and things of that nature, then that's what they need to be giving back. Okay? That's exactly what they need to be giving back. But I'm seeing you guys giving yourselves that balance. Okay? You preserved it. And it's like people gonna have to come correct. If you're coming off as this Empress, they're gonna need to come off as also like at least Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. Give us some balance. Okay? I can't, yeah, it's like you don't have time for, it could have been people who are draining your time with like partying. Okay, and you realize this is, you know, the next day I'm all hungover. I can't really be as active with my family as I want to. I need to do something about this. Yeah, it could be getting your actual physical health in order because you stopped indulging in whatever this other person was. And we're not blaming the other person, but it's just like their influence, right? If they're drinking and smoking and you like to drink and smoke, and then you want to stop drinking and smoking, then being around drinkers and smokers is not really conducive. You see? So we're not blaming the other person per se, but we're realizing the influence that the other person has on us. If we cannot be around them without partaking in the things that are causing us to be stuck and stagnant, then unfortunately, you know, the same thing we would tell our kids, they're not a good influence. I don't want you hanging out with that little boy or girl, you know? See, Ace of Wands going a whole new direction. Oh, this is you also getting your energy back, your joy back, your joie de vivre, your zest for life. This is you getting your life force energy back. okay? And as a gift from spirit. And it's a gift for what? What's right above it? You graduated. You realized. Dang. Going from the Eight of Swords stuck to the World and the Ace of Wands. It's a whole new beginning where you don't have to be stuck and blind. And so this is beautiful, beautiful news for like your family, for you if you want to create a family in the future. Because I know, like, if you want to, let's say you wanted to have kids, you need to start preparing your health for that, right? Before. So let's say you were partying and stuff like that. Well, now I got to get my womb prepared, you know, for a child. So I won't need to calm down on the drinking, smoking, take my prenatal vitamins, all that kind of stuff. It could be that kind of energy. But I'm just seeing, like, for you to build the true empire, the life that you want, full of love, healing, joy, peace, and prosperity. Okay, there's prosperity and just coinage here. If you want that balance in earth and spirit, mind, body, soul energy, this is you graduating those places that had you ruminating in low vibrational energies. Sadness that's not yours, pain that's not yours, problems that's not yours, all that kind of stuff that would have you stuck. Because it would have you stuck because all that would be happening is there would be no solutions, because you can't solve other people's problems just like they can't solve yours. Everybody has to, you know, pick themselves up, get themselves the help that they need. So it's just like, if people are coming to you with their problems, or if they're coming to you, and another way people come to you with their problems is through this Knight of Cups energy. I'm trying to tell you this. Oh, I just had a horrible day of work. Let's go get a drink. Let's go to the bar. Oh, I just had this horrible day. I feel like smoking. Blah, 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 blah. That's them still coming to you with their problems. And you're like, oh, let me go commiserate with my homie. Let me talk to them, all that kind of stuff. And that's all fine and well. However, balance. But in this situation, it's like, y'all, yeah, you got to close that cycle up. They going to have to get like this. They're going to have to be the this to your... They're going to have to be the Queen of Pentacles, your Empress. They may not be on the same level and the same seeking of whatever you're seeking, but they need to be about their health, well-being, and getting their lives in order, because that's what you're on. You have, what I'm seeing here, this is like the energy of someone who has kids and they want the right influences around their kids. They want the healthy environment for their kids, that kind of a thing. Maybe your kids could just be your own creations, your work, your hobbies, whatever, but you want the positive energy around that, right? So it's like, you can't fix anybody else's problems, so let them keep their problems, you know, woo woo woo, we love you, but now, you know, let's talk about more things that edify us, build us up. We have the Two of Wands. Yes, okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're trying to build the next step. You're trying to, this is like almost like a new phase of life, like especially with this World card here. This is like the next phase of life. And I love how it goes from the Ace of Wands out here, and then at the bottom is the Two of Wands, because I'm seeing you're like, whatever spirit is giving me, the energy that they're giving me, the new opportunity they're giving me, I'm trying to take that baton and run with it. I'm not trying to let it pass me by. And what's that going to lead to? Success. Success. When we take the opportunities and we run with them, that's what we get. And a counterpart with this King of Pentacles coming out here with a Three of Pentacles. This is, I'm telling you, this is your family being in harmonious balance. I told y'all a lot of this is about family harmony and how now that can happen because you're no longer stuck in something mentally. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah. Ooh. You know, and it's always sad when it's, you know, the people closest to us, but that's always who it is. Who else is going to be that you're drinking and smoking with? I mean, it could be co-workers, but, you know, that'd be for some of you. For most of y'all, this seems like, you know, family of origin type stuff. With especially when I dig deeper into the bottom of the deck, especially with the Ten of Cups there. Now we have a Ten of Pentacles under here. With some other stuff that, yeah, makes me think that, you know, people from our past whom we may have loved or whatever, who are just not the most beneficial for our energy based on the things they like to engage in. We don't love them any less. We just are on a different trajectory now. And so it's like, you know. All right. What are we going to get with this one? I'm going to go with the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. And we'll open it right up on the sun with that little baby that's in that little thing. See, I'm trying to tell you. I was trying to get y'all's like, we're on to the next phase of life. And that is having a happy, healthy family. Is what a lot of this is. You know, if it's not specifically a family, it's you having a happy, healthy body and career. Body and mind and soul, though, spirit. Like, a lot of you, yes, this could be going and getting therapy, and all of that helping your mind, helping you get out of some past stuck loop, and that freeing up your body to heal. Oh, yes, because we do know about that mind-body connection. Yes, we do. Okay. I'll do one more. I just saw the world card under there again. All right, let's see. Appreciation. Oh my gosh, it always gives me such Nine of Pentacles energy. Oh, that's beautiful. Spirit wants you to remember everything that you have to be grateful for. But I feel like you're already in this energy. Like, you're so thankful to be in a place of peace. If you're not, start feeling that way already. Start feeling the vibes of if you had peace already. Even if you're still dealing with the psychological barriers, because feeling that feeling of peace helps you realize what is irritating it and stopping it. Because you'll be feeling all this balance, this peace. And then as soon as that whatever is causing the imbalance comes, you'll start disturbing it. And then you'll be like, oh, it's you. What the what? Ah! Door to romance. So if you guys had to walk away from a previous relationship, you're getting a counterpart. Okay, this was not your counterpart. Because remember, we had the Queen of Pentacles under here, right here. And then we had the King of Pentacles counterparts right here at the bottom of the deck. And then remember I said you were leaving behind a knight. Somebody was coming in for pleasure, but they didn't have no long-term type commitment type. Let's actually build a family. They were immature. I'm seeing somebody coming in who matches your energy. Like, we're not on this, we're kids, bros before hoes, and hot girl summer. And that's all good and stuff. There ain't nobody's knocking any of that. There's a time period in our lives where that is lit, that's just up, you know. But once we want to put on our big girl underwear, big boy underwear, okay, and we want to start having children and raising families and building empires and legacies, we're not out here doing those things of our youth. We're out here thinking about the empires we're building and stuff, right? That's what that's about. Okay, we're on a more mature energy. Well, you know, that's what I'm seeing here. Oh, and you're going to be able to, you're going to love this. Cancer, you have such beautiful energy coming in for you. You are going to love this. Somebody who you can appreciate. They can appreciate you. Like, they're on the same thing. Like let's just say this could be blending of families too. Like, if you had to leave a previous relationship but you had kids or whatever, this is somebody else who's also maybe has kids from a previous relationship and they want somebody responsible. You see, and that's why we have that Three of Pentacles. They all come in together to put something together. So that is beautiful. That Sun card. Never I said I opened it right on that Sun card and the cute little baby. Is that the baby side? Or is it this side? There's the baby right there, yeah. Oh, woogie, woogie, woo, woo, woo. Oh, I just love a chubby little newborn. Okay. Actually, they're more chubby, more like 6 months ish. Just the perfect time to see all the rolls. But anyway, that's not the point. We're not talking about baby rolls. Oh, but this one is a fat, chubby one. That's lovely. Anyhow, yes, the sun. Okay, largely heralded as the most positive energy in a deck. We have the sun card. I'm telling you, Spirit is saying, not only have you leveled up, but because you've, okay. Remember I said it's like you passed the courses and now you are the Empress. Now you are someone who defends their kingdom and their happiness and peace at all costs. Well, you passed those levels. So because you passed a former energy, you're onto a new energy. You're on another level of vibration. And therefore you're attracting romance and happiness on par with what you wanted. You stuck to it, and so it has to come in. That is universal law. Okay, so that's why Spirit is saying appreciation. Stay in appreciation. If you stay in this gratitude energy, everything you've been trying to cultivate has to come in. It has to, because you've already done the work yourself to become that. So you're already on the vibration. Now you just act as if, say thank you, and watch it come in if it has not already. Because for some of you, you're already here. And Spirit says you just need to be enjoying. Spirit says let go of the past. Spirit says let go of any worry or stress. Spirit said don't be ruminating about these people that you had to let go, because you deserve to enjoy the beauty that is here for you, that you cultivated. You worked hard to get here. It was not a walk in the park to maintain some positive vibration when you're in an energy of an Eight of Swords, stuck and imprisoned in the mind. You know how hard it is to maintain goals and things like that. Oh my gosh. Child, you did the work. So Spirit is saying you deserve to get this. Look at that. Healer of the ages. Healer of the ages. Healing all over this board. 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Star. And remember I said that Queen of Pentacles, that's health. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Now we have the Healer of the ages. I'm trying to tell you, for some of you, it's like this is the beginning of a newer, healthier time in your life. Health on every level, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Your house good, your children good, work good, your love good. If you didn't have a good love before, there was fighting in there. Remember when I said y'all could be going to couples counseling? Like, I mean, for some of you, maybe y'all leveled up together. Maybe y'all both had to leave behind some people from the past or something like that so y'all can get renewed in your relationship. It's going to be different for all of you how this plays out. But the energy is y'all doing what y'all need to do in order to make sure that the love is there, that the peace is there, that the happiness is there, that your family is happy, healthy, and well cared for, well provided for. We don't have all these pentacles out here for nothing. And even in the appreciation card, what I say, that is like 9 of Pentacles energy. But you got an Empress and you got a King and Queen of Pentacles, meaning y'all are on solidifying a committed union and building it and making sure it's prosperous. And it all came from healing your mind, healing your emotions, and clearing out what does not serve you. What is on the bottom of the deck the whole time I'm talking about that? The very opposite of appreciation. The very opposite. And I hate to have to talk about these things. Well, I don't hate to have to talk about these things because I asked Spirit to be a messenger. So here I am messengering, okay? So I don't hate to have to say these things. But usually this is what it is. This is exactly what it is. This is what is lurking behind those people keeping you stuck. It's discord and energy. This is usually at the root flipping cause of it. Now, this could also be a message to you that if you're now going through a time where, you know, you had to leave behind some people and all these things, stay in appreciation. Don't become envious of other people who you feel like, oh, well, their relationship is working out or their family is working out. And, you know, they didn't have to leave behind people that they cared about. And we're not about to do that because you're not them and their family is not your family. And y'all circumstances aren't the same. This is what we're about to do, you know. We're about to appreciate what we do have. So Spirit doesn't want you to be stuck on what you lost, what you had to leave behind. That's what Spirit is saying. Stay focused on what you have. because a door to romance and the sun and the healing, that's healing, happiness, and love. Okay? Healing, happiness, and love for everyone in your family. Spirit says they want you to focus on that. Look, focus on that. Okay? Like, I had to focus on those are the 2 cards that fell. Like, but for some of you, though, if you have not reached this door to romance and this sun is what Spirit is trying to tell you. Spirit is trying to bring this in for you. And if you've been stuck, if you want this, get yourself unstuck. Go to a therapist if you have access or need to. Shout out to all the middle class, because the po people, you know, they get they can get their mental health with no co-pays or nothing. Okay, I don't know how it is state by state, but in my state, ain't even no co-pays, and you can get several hours of therapy a week. I'm just saying, look into it, because people be acting like, oh, I don't got nothing. Although people here have it, but shout out to the people who have it, because yes, y'all gonna probably have to pay some co-pays. You know, you have to invest. But either way, do it if you need to do it, because this is worth it. Hello? And they can help you to see some things sometimes that you couldn't see. Okay? All right? So, you know, I wouldn't talk about it if I wasn't trying to be about it myself, especially if you come from hard familial situations or went through the poor, you know, breakups, divorces, and things like that with all the baggage. Get yourself some therapy. It's self-care. Okay. All right, let me see a little bit more. Yup, look at that. Of course, ain't it always the same old story? So these are people who are keeping you stuck. Looks like their ploy was to keep you maybe drinking, smoking, partying so that you can't manifest, so that you won't be there for your family. They wanted to preoccupy your time so that you would not be there for your family as needed. So this is the person always asking you to go out on a Saturday night, or and then what? So Sunday you don't have the energy for your kids. You all crashed out like Bluey's parents when they wanted them to pretend to be whales, but Bluey's parents were hung over. Such a classic episode. I love Bluey for these things that the kids don't know what's going on, but we know what's going on. She was like, can you pretend to be whales? It's like, yeah, but I'm gonna lay here and not move. So here, put on some whales on TV. Anyway, that energy though, like they want to keep you out and about and let's go here. That's what I'm saying. It's a younger energy. Like they want to hot girl summer it up and they want you to be like their wingman. But you have kids or a family and you have other priorities. It even, like I said, even if it's not kids or a family, it is your hobbies. It is your career. It could be a mixture of both, especially if you're into, you know, social media or things like that. In this day and age, it's kind of a bit of both. But they wanted to monopolize your time and your mind, and with their gunk, either with partying with you, keeping you on this is the person who will keep you on the phone for hours. You can't get nothing done. They always have something going on. They want to, oh, let me tell you about this that just happened. Let me tell you about this. And then you're always dealing with them or whatever and not having the energy. This is an energy vampire. That's what it is. And yeah, it looks like they was doing it through the communication, 5th chakra, and deceit. So they could have been keeping you wrapped up with lies and everything like that. And the thing is, they did it purposefully because they don't like that you are the type of person who can have a good love, or maybe because you have a good family. They're jealous of it. So that is usually what is lurking behind. Hate to have to say it, but you see it right here on the cards. DC is here. 5th chakra. That's them lying out their mouth. Okay. Okay. That is them having ulterior motives. We have envy here, and they envy your heart. Door to romance. Ooh, 44 and 33 on here. So we see what the, what they call that is. We see what the motive is. They want to monopolize your time. They wanted to monopolize your mind. And once you cut them off, healer of the ages. Okay. And I'm not saying that these people could have been the sole reason, but for some of you, yes. For some of you, you don't realize. I mean, every like self-help and succeeding book talks about the company that you keep and how important it is. You are your circle, all these kind of things. So why we don't realize how much damage people can do, even if they come in a benign form, because the Knight of Cups comes with pleasantries. Oh, let's go grab a drink, let's go. But what's behind that though? Behind that is, I'm gonna waste your time. And you think you're going home to your husband? No, you're gonna be out with me with drinks. You think you're going home to your children, wife and kids? No, she's gonna be mad at you for staying out late again because you're gonna hang out with me and watch the game. It's that kind of energy where it's like what they call the benign. I've heard of this was the benign narcissist. No, the benign narcissist, where they're destroying you with a good time. And they're doing it on purpose. They doing it on purpose. You saw the deceit card under there. So, okay, we're going to heal that up if you have not already. But for those of you who already have, congratulations, kudos, enjoy this energy. Enjoy the fact that you're leading your empire, ruling your empire. You have all the things you want. You have all the things you need. You have a happy home, a happy domestic life, happy and peaceful and just full of good and positive energy. Okay, that's what you need to remember. All right, so look forward to that, Cancer. Past, present, or future. If you're there now, congratulations, you're about to be there. We see you, we're rooting for you. Keep going. And if it's coming, congratulations and enjoy it. All right, Cancer, that is the energy that I have for you, the message that I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you got something beneficial from it. And I thank you for stopping by this reading. Please remember to like, share with someone who cares, save it to a playlist for future reference, and by all means, subscribe for more wonderful readings and luxurious eye candy such as this. And until next time, have a gorgeous day. Bye.